and I'm here at the home of Heriberto Longoria Sr. in McAllen, Texas. Okay. Mr. Longoria, where were you born?
In Mission,
Texas.
Texas, yes.
Okay, when?
November the 8th, 1980.
Did you have any brothers and sisters?
Yes.
How many?
7, no, 4, 6, and 7.
Altogether, brothers and sisters.
Okay. Oh, what did your parents do?
Well, we used to farm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What did you have on your farm?
We had some cattle and vegetables.
Did you help out on the farm?
Hey, what?
Did you help out on the farm?
Oh, yes.
That's good. How did your family do? I mean, when you were little, did your parents have to struggle with money, or did you guys do okay with that?
No, we're okay.
Yeah.
No, we didn't struggle.
And when you were little, what would you do for fun?
Not much.
All work.
Work.
All work and no play. When you think back to your childhood, and what do you remember?
Well, since we live in a farm, we used to go to town just on weekends only, Saturdays.
You would go shopping?
Yes.
And to eat or something?
Yes.
The whole family would go?
Yes.
And when you were going to school, well, you went to school in Mission too?
Well, I went to Abram.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I was raised, in Abram, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Small community. And then came live in Mission. And I went to school in Mission too.
And what was school like?
It's okay.
You would go to school and then
Yes.
come home?
Yeah.
And help your parents out? How many years were you in school?
How many years what?
Were you in school?
Well, and then from Mission, we went to live in Hidalgo.
Mm-hmm.
I went over there to 10th grade only. I didn't finish high school.
Did your other brothers and sisters finish?
Yes.
Did some of them go to college?
No.
No. Everybody went their own way?
Yes.
When you went to school, did they have the Mexicanos in one side?
No.
And everybody was together?
They're together. Yes.
Oh, okay. Is there anything, that you remember, that any historical event that happened while you were growing up that stands in your mind?
You mean before I joined the army or what?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't.
When you turned 18, what were you doing at that time? Were you working?
Working. Yeah, I used to help my father in the farm.
Oh, okay. During the 1940s, right before the war started, were you still living with your family?
Well, the same thing, was just helping the farm.
Yeah, you were there with your family?
Yes.
Do you kind of remember, how old were you were when the war started?
Was about 22.
How did you hear about the war?
About Japanese, they were bombing Pearl Harbor.
Oh, okay. And when did you decide to enlist?
Well, right after, in 1942.
After the okay. Um, did you serve in the armed forces during World War II or the Korean conflict?
World War II.
World War II. And what branch?
The 1st Armor Division.
Where was that? Where were you guys stationed?
Well, at first I was stationed in Fort Knox, Kentucky,
Mm-hmm.
and then in New Jersey, Fort Dix, New Jersey. And then from Dix, Fort Dix, they sent us to overseas. We went to Ireland, England, and then they shipped us to Africa.
And what was that like for you? I mean, you were far away from home.
Yeah.
Did you know anybody?
Bye.
Solo?
Was
Would you write letters to your family?
Oh yes. When from England, they got in a boat, and then we stayed in. There were a lot of boats, because we were going to make an invasion in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
So we got in Africa. It took us about 6 weeks to get over there because we were zigzagging like this.
Mm-hmm.
So the Germans, we won't know where we were going to hit, So we finally got over there. Well, got about 5 miles from beach. So we got in the blue boats, made the invasion in Africa.
Did you get to know other people that were on the boats with you?
Oh yeah.
What did you all do when you weren't? Were there times when you weren't fighting that you did other things? I mean,
On the
time
boat,
off?
in
No.
the boat, we were not fighting. I mean, it was a big boat.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of boats. There were a lot of boats there going their way. We used to drill, like.
So would you do anything to relax? To get your mind off the war, maybe?
Not on the boat, no, because
No.
but we didn't. I mean, we didn't know where we were going. They let us know just a day before
Oh.
that we were going to Africa. They made the invasion in Africa.
Did you take part in that invasion?
Oh yes.
Yeah. What was that like?
Huh?
What was that like?
What was it like? Well,
The invasion.
the Germans, they had machine guns on the beach, and they were
Attacking you or what?
yeah, they were trying to kill everybody. I mean, but some boats, didn't make it to the beach, but some did. So I make to the beach, and there were a lot of Germans on the beach.
Did they did did they take you and did they teach you how to fight, how to shoot a gun?
Oh yeah.
Or
At first, when we were in the States.
when you were in the different stations?
Yeah.
Here in the United States.
To shoot into the bayonet to kill with bayonets.
How did that make you feel to see that, that other ships weren't making it to to the shore and
Well, I guess they give us shots of, I don't know what for, but anyway, I wasn't afraid. Nobody was afraid.
no? That's real brave. And all this time, did your family want you to go? What did they
No,
No.
they don't want to. But I want to go because I didn't, since I was living in a farm, want to get out.
Mm-hmm. How did how do you think that the war changed your life?
Well, it's more experience.
When you returned home, I mean, what were the things you did? I mean, I'm imagining that life would have been real different after experiencing, war, actually fighting and being shot at. When you got home, how were things different?
Well, at first I didn't like it. Well, I I wanted to stay in the army, but I couldn't because I was wounded, and then they didn't want to take me back. I mean,
Mm-hmm. How were you wounded?
well, Heriberto Longoria
Mm-hmm.
is and I was wounded in Anzio base head in Italy.
Uh-huh.
It was a 88 millimeter
And
artillery from Germans.
so you were wounded, and then how did they get you back?
Well, they shipped us to Naples. It was in Italy,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there they shipped us to States, North Carolina, and then to stay there for about maybe a week, I guess, and then they shipped us to, like me. I came to San Antonio, Brooks General Hospital, San Antonio.
And how long did it take you to recover?
Here,
Whole year. When you got shot, did you feel that right away?
no, well, they put me a shot, right away, so I didn't feel
You didn't feel it.
no,
You kept on fighting?
no,
No. Did how did you know that you had gotten shot? Did you, just look down? Did somebody tell you?
no, because there was a lot of blood. And
Oh. Were there other people next to you that were shot?
yes, there are a bunch of them, about maybe 10.
How long were you actually on the front fighting before you were wounded?
Oh, yeah, I don't know, maybe a year, I guess, or maybe more than a year.
So after Africa, you were in Italy,
Yes,
and that's where you got hurt.
yeah. Well, we made invasion in Italy, and then we went around. And it was the name of the. I remember the name of the where they made invasion in Africa and in Italy, the town. Anyway, went around and we made an invasion in Anzio. So the Germans were one side, both sides were Germans, and one went inside. I mean, in the middle. That's where it was going to be.
Do you remember what year, more or less, that you were wounded?
It was Genekil.
Must have been in 43. Must have been in 44, 45.
I guess it was 1944, I believe.
Right before the war was already ending.
It almost ended.
Do you remember where you were when you heard that the war had ended?
I was in San Antonio,
In San Antonio.
Brook General Hospital.
Who came and told you that the war had ended?
Anybody newspapers.
Oh. How did you feel about that?
Oh, it's all right.
You're pretty happy?
Yeah.
Where do you speaking from the Latino point of view, from Mexicanos, do you think things changed for them after the war?
Well, they treated the same. Just the color people were different that time.
Mm-hmm.
The Latinos, we were the same thing as everybody treated us the same thing. There was no difference.
No difference before or after?
Not in the army, no.
So, okay, in the army, Mexicanos were treated the same as everybody else?
Yeah,
the gringos and everybody?
Yeah.
Did you serve with a lot of other Mexicanos?
In my company, there were just about 4. The rest were aimless.
And when you finally got home, that, or when your mom found out that you had been wounded, what does she think?
I should cry a lot again.
Was everybody happy, when you had returned? Because you, in a way, you fought and you were wounded and you returned home a war hero. Were you treated differently? You as a person?
Yes, I guess so. I don't remember.
When you came home, where did you work after you got home from the war?
Farming.
When you went back
4
to
years.
farming? Did you take over that business after your father passed on?
Yes, ma'am.
And so life for you,
It was the same.
it was the same.
Yeah.
When you came back, did you join any clubs or anything, like the war veterans, or
Oh, yes.
what did you join?
DAV.
Where is that?
Disabled American Veterans.
Huh?
Disabled American
Yeah,
Veterans.
too.
But
Here in McKell.
he's paid a life membership, but he's not active.
Oh.
He doesn't like to go to meetings.
What would you all do at those meetings?
Well, we try to help the people in the poor people and sometimes.
So you got back from San Antonio in 45?
Well, no, from 44, from 44 I was in soccer to 45. 44 to 45.
You got your discharge 46.
46, yeah.
In 46. And then you came back to Mission.
Yes.
And we're in 1946. When did you meet your wife?
1947. 1947.
How did you meet her?
When it was in party in McCann.
And how long did you date your wife before you were married?
2 years.
And you just celebrated your 50th anniversary.
A while back, yes.
Yeah. How did that feel?
Okay.
Okay.
Just okay?
After you were married, when did you start to raise a family?
About 2 years after we got married, I believe.
How many children did you have?
4. 4 and 5 with one we raised.
Mm-hmm. And when your kids were growing up, did you get to talk to them about the war? Did they ask a lot of questions?
No, didn't ask that much question.
No.
Once in a while they used to.
And now that you have grandchildren, what do you want them to know about the war? What you did?
What do you mean?
If they wanted to, if we were going into another war and, some of them had to fight, what is something that you would tell them?
To go ahead and fight.
You would tell them to go?
Yeah.
We have one in the service right now.
Who's in the service?
It's your grandson.
Your grandson. What's his name?
Joel Longoria.
Where does he live?
He live in Mission, but I don't.
Yeah, but he's stationed in.
Oh, he's stationed right now in
Pendleton Cap in California.
In California. He's in the Marines.
Has he had to go anywhere? Did he have to go to the Gulf War, or did he have to
Not yet.
No.
No. Just a year, I believe. They are in the Marines. 1 year old.
Now that you're home and that you've gotten a big look at things, what do you see changing here in the valley for Mexicanos? How do you see things changing for them?
Well, in some places, once in a while, you find somebody that didn't treat you right. I mean, but mostly people, they treat you okay. All right.
What do you think still needs to be resolved? Like, how do you think that our lives could be better?
For the Mexicanos,
Yeah, for Mexicanos.
Education.
more education is.
Mm-hmm. Is that something that you wish you could have finished your
Oh, yes.
education?
Yes.
So that's something that you tell your grandchildren?
Yeah.
Why do you think that education is important?
Well, that in first place, you don't have to work hard. And in second place, you're smarter. I mean,
When you were younger, I mean, you worked hard.
yeah.
You were in farming, and that's a lot of hard work. Is that something that you didn't want for your children?
So I didn't want to.
You wanted for them to get an education and have a better life. Is there anything else you would like to tell me about the war?
Okay, you didn't come home.
Eh?
You didn't come home when.
That's right. When I was in the service, I never came home.
After.
After I guess after 3 years, I came home. After I was wounded.
So you hadn't seen your family in
No.
3 years?
For 3 years, yes.
Do you remember how that felt to come home? To see, your brothers and your sisters and...
They were glad to see me.
Do you remember how you felt when you realized that you got wounded?
Well, I don't know.
Were you scared?
No. Nobody was scared. That time, nobody was scared. I guess it got some shots not to be sick or something, I guess. Because nobody was scared. And we never get a cold or nothing. Like over here, sometimes we get colds,
Mm-hmm.
You saw a friend that got killed.
Huh?
You saw a friend that got killed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw a friend. He was in foxhole, and he got killed.
Was he somebody that you had met?
Yes.
While on the ship? Or while you were
in it? I was in the arms. I mean, yeah, he was a good friend of mine. He was from Brothersville, Texas, close to San Antonio.
And when he was shot, was that around the same time that you were wounded?
Yeah, no, before.
It was before you were wounded.
He was the shell, He was in foxhole and the shell went there, going to pieces.
I understand that you went to see, or you saw the movie Saving Private Ryan.
So, yes, I saw.
How was that? Was that an accurate, do you think?
More or less. Not very accurate.
What about it wasn't, I mean, what about it would you have changed about that movie? What wasn't accurate?
Well, I don't remember exactly the movie.
No.
No, but
Eh?
But you said it was pretty close to what happened.
Very close, yes.
What was going through your mind when you saw your friend killed?
Well, to tell you the truth, at that time we didn't care nothing. I mean,
It was
like when you make the invasion, was telling you before, it's like it's like when you're going to, I don't know.
You feel calm or what?
No, well, es como si fuera el día de juicio,
Okay, the world is gonna end or what?
something like that. Because you think you're going to die right away, and they were shelling. I mean, they had that machine guns on the beach and everything, and you were going that to make the invasion. You knew you were going to get killed. So there were a lot of guys that got killed right there.
is that something you all would talk about at night?
Yeah.
Your families and the possibility of getting killed?
Yeah.
Sometimes he remembers, and that's why he loses sleep.
Does that still happen? Do you still lose sleep?
Yeah.
Did it happen a lot after you came back from the war?
Yes. Sometimes I dream about the war.
And when you dream about the war, is it like you're back there? I mean, you're the same age?
Yes. Same age and everything.
Do you think that maybe you had that stress? Did that affect you a lot in your earlier years after the war, the dreams and
Yes.
just just remembering?
Mm-hmm.
It still does sometimes.
When you all were staying, I mean when you were staying and you were fighting, where would you all sleep?
In the ground. I mean, in the ground.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we usually make fort holes in the ground and sleep there. Sometimes we got wet and stay there.
You wouldn't take a bath for how long?
Oh, we went to the front lines for 2 weeks and then came back a week to rest.
And that's where you all got to shower and stuff?
Yes.
When you would rest?
Sometimes we did.
No.
You fill up like and the
Bit of pan or what?
el sombrero, ¿cómo se llama?
That
Helmet
Uh-huh.
with water and
spongers.
sponge them. Because we don't have enough water.
Where did the water come from?
Well, the engineers had some wells, dig.
Mm-hmm.
So, but still we didn't have enough water to. And sometimes it took us to way in the back on lines, and the engineer had some showers. It was every month, something like that. But when we were in the front lines, we didn't shave or take a bed. No.
Did you all get sick often?
No,
From you?
nobody could see.
What would you all eat?
Eat sea rations.
Every day.
And well, sometimes, like one time we went on patrol, and we didn't eat much. And when we was wounded, I had need for 3 days. Because since we were in the front lines, there was no chance to take us food over there.
Mm-hmm.
We were in the mountains. So I had need for 3 days when we got wounded.
So you got to eat when they took you to the nearest hospital?
No, they didn't want to give me anything to eat since they were going to operate on me.
Oh.
What it wasn't exactly a hospital, was a big tent.
Mm-hmm. Is that something you all would talk about at night too? About, I mean, going home and eating your mom's
Yeah.
arroz and tortillas. That's something you would think about a lot?
Yeah.
Do you remember anything else you would talk about? You know, when you all weren't fighting, or when there was at night.
We used to go to, well, like when we were over there in Italy or in Africa, we used to go to town, you know.
What was there to do in town?
Well, we used to drink beer, you know. Not much, but I wasn't much of a drinker. But anyway, I went to town.
Or was it that they invited you out to go and eat?
Then, like in Africa, a bunch of us was passing by a big house. And there was ladies there. It's a big house. I guess they were rich. Not that time, I mean, before the war.
Mm-hmm.
And they invited us to eat.
They weren't American.
No. Like in Africa, they were French and Spanish people live there. And Arabs. They live there in Africa.
When you were, I mean, is that something that you would have liked to have gone back to go see Africa? Maybe,
Yes.
and Italy?
If I had the money, I'd go over there.
Do you remember anything about the land or anything like that?
The what?
The land and what there was in Africa or in Italy?
Well, in Africa, some people think that it's just a jungle, It's almost the same thing. So here,
Mm-hmm.
I was in North Africa.
Is that what you thought you were going to at first?
Yes.
Like just to jungle?
It's what I thought, yeah. Not in jungle. Not in North Africa. It's the same place. A lot of highways and everything.
Mm-hmm. Is there? Oh, I know that you got when you got home. When did you have a Purple Heart?
Yes, ma'am.
When did you get that Purple Heart?
When I was in the hospital in Italy, Naples.
Uh-huh. I mean, the Purple Heart is a very prestigious award. Not very many people got the Purple Heart.
No.
How did that make you feel to know that you were one of those people getting a Purple Heart?
Well, I guess I feel proud, myself.
Is that something that you keep close by to you?
Yes, ma'am.
License plates of it.
I got license plates too. Purple Heart.
With the Purple Heart? What do you want? Is that something that you're going to pass on to one of your children? Or is that something that you want with you when you pass away? Your Purple Heart?
I guess I want to pay to my children, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Did you get any other awards?
Yes, ma'am. Let's see. I got Bronze Star Medal, Purple Heart, indeed Good Conduct Medal, American Campaign Medal, European Medal.
Did you get all those while you were in the hospital too?
Yes. When I was in Brooksy and the hospital.
In the infantry también.
The infantry base. Combat infantry base in on-world service button.
See, okay.
The Bronze Star, what is that given out for?
Bronze Star, that's bravery or something like that, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And all these awards you brought home, I mean, that must have made your parents feel really proud. Is that something your mom would talk about?
Yes.
With her friends. You know how the moms, they like to sit and talk about their niños. Ay, mi hijo did this, pero mi hijo. Is that something she would do too?
Yeah.
Were you the only one who served in your family?
Yes, ma'am. No, no.
The youngest and on her served.
You were the youngest one.
Well, I didn't have to go and went to the army since we were farmers at the time. I mean, we were farming, so I didn't have to go.
Why didn't farmers have to go?
I get because
We needed the crops or what?
need the food or something. I guess we didn't have to go. We didn't want it. We didn't want to.
Nobody else wanted to in your family.
No.
Do you remember where you went to go enlist?
In San Antonio.
So you had to go all the way to San Antonio.
Well, we went to enlist. I mean, yes,
Were you drafted or were you?
we were drafted. San Antonio, then came back for a month. Then went to San Antonio again, and then went to from San Antonio, stayed there for 3 days maybe, about 3 days, and then they shipped us to Fort Knox, Kentucky. And I hadn't seen the snow, you know. First time I saw the snow.
Was that
Very cold.
Yeah.
Something.
And I had asthma before, you know, but I didn't tell him that I had asthma. So when we got to Kentucky, it was very cold. So I had an asthma right away.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my time.
Yeah. And so I didn't tell them that I had asthma. Otherwise, they wouldn't let me
Stay.
So after you got your attack, you had your medicine with you?
No, beach, that's all they had.
Oh. And so they never found out that you
No,
had asthma?
I put some big stuff. In the morning, I was okay. I didn't want to tell him that I was sick, you know. So
You wanted to serve.
it never bothered me again. And now it bothers me again. Now.
Did you want to serve, just to get out of being, get out of the farm for a while? Or was there, were you excited about fighting for your country?
Yes, ma'am.
Were your parents, were your parents born here or were they born in?
They were more here. No, excuse me. My mother was 7 years old when she came to
the United States.
the States. But my father and my grandfather were more here in the States.
Is there anything else that you remember? That you would like to add?
I see.
The relatives would go and see.
Huh?
The relatives would go and see you at the hospital.
Oh, yeah. When I was in the hospital in San Antonio, they used to go over there. They went about 3 times maybe. See me in the hospital.
Your mom and your dad?
Yes, my brothers.
You were there a year.
Yeah, I was there a year in San Antonio.
That's a very long time.
Yeah.
To be recuperating. Yeah. Was that real? Were you glad to be back?
Yes, I was glad.
And was that a real hard time for you, coming home and being wounded and being in the hospital for a year?
No, because I had a lot of friends, in the hospital, so it didn't bother me much.
Mm-hmm. What kind of things would you do at the hospital? Would you were there other wounded soldiers?
Yeah, a lot of them.
Were there soldiers that were stationed in different areas?
Yes, they from different areas.
Would you all talk about it?
No, not much.
No.
What did you do, Auntie?
Well, I used to stay in bed for, I don't know how long I stayed, maybe 3 months. And then we used to go around the hut or wheelchair.
When you were staying in the hospital, would you have dreams when you were in the hospital too?
Yes.
Did other soldiers have dreams too?
Yes. Some of them. Don't.
I mean, were there some soldiers that were really...
Some were shell shock. They used to call them shell shock.
And what were the kind of things that they would do?
Well, they didn't know what they didn't know what they were doing. I mean,
Would they wake up in the middle of the night?
yes. Sometimes they hollered.
Was that something that was scary to other people?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. They used to call them shell shock because there were a lot of shells in the going.
That's why they got that way.
Huh?
That's why they felt that way.
Yeah. They used to call them shell shocks.
Can you turn the camera on, Mrs. Longoria? Mrs. Longoria, can I ask you some questions? You don't get embarrassed? When he first met you, would he talk about the war a lot?
Not really.
No. Is it something that you wanted to know?
Well, it didn't make any difference at the time, but sometimes we talk about it, but and I can tell sometimes he will go on, and then sometimes he won't. Will keep it to himself, which is pretty bad.
From your perspective, how do you think that the war affected him?
Well, I can see that it has affected, like, his sleeping habits. He wakes up at least twice in the night. And once in a while, he'll, about several weeks ago, he went like that. We were both asleep, but he went like that, and I felt it. And he was screaming. So that happens once in a while. And I can understand that because nobody knows what they went through, just the people that were up in the front lines.
Right. How often does that happen?
Well, sometimes
A couple of times a month?
yeah, something like that. And we do manage to talk about it, but
I mean, earlier you were saying that this is a story that you kind of want, your grandchildren to know about, and, that's something that you would like them to know. Why?
because so they'll know what their grandfather went through. And sometimes he can be very quiet, and sometimes he can be very talkative. I guess it depends. He's a very good person, a family man, but is I guess what he feels inside sometimes. Because, like I say, nobody can erase that from their minds. What they went through.
Okay. Sometimes we have to use bayonets too. You kill a lot of journalists with bayonet.
Did you ever have to do that?
Oh yeah. So that was very hard for us to. Either you kill or you get killed.
I'll be shot.
So that's very hard.
So that's why I say that.
We had a knife too. Sometimes you use a knife or back.
That nobody can erase that from their mind.
So it's pretty hard.
I'm pretty sure that's not, when you're out in war, that's not something that you think about, you do things quickly because you have to,
You have,
or you, like you said, you.
otherwise you get killed. If you don't kill them, you get killed too.
And is that something that you would later on think about? You know, how many men
You killed.
that you
Yes.
had to kill? Is that something that you still think about today?
Yeah.
How do you think, I mean, your life wouldn't have been the same had you not fought, had you stayed at home? Is that something?
Well, in first place, I like. I hadn't had. If I didn't join the army, I wouldn't knew all these places I went over there. I mean, yeah.
So that was
I
what?
wasn't sorry to
To go and fight
to
for your
fight.
country.
No,
Never.
no.
Is that
In fact, I like it. I don't know why.
one of, I mean, you know, you got to see all these wonderful places, and it's sad that why you had to see them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, you got to travel to Italy and to Africa, and that's one of the good things
Yes.
that came out of the war. Is there any other good things? I mean, you talked about being experienced, también, that
Oh yeah.
you got that out of the war too.
Yes, that experience.
You met other people also.
Yeah.
Did you, before the war, did you have a chance to meet other people? Like, you know, you were saying that there was uh white people, and there was, you know, Italian people, and all kinds of people.
You in the service?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had a good friend. He was a Italian when I was stationed in New Jersey, and we used to go to almost every weekend. We used to go to his house in New York.
In New Jersey?
Yeah. So he was an Italian.
Is that something else that you feel you got out of it? That you got to meet all these different kinds of people?
There were a lot of people, except the color people were always out there. Los negritos no.
No. They weren't stationed with you?
No, they were different. Them in different camps.
Oh.
Like when I was in San Antonio, they kept them separate.
Do you know why?
Well, at that time there was a lot of discrimination.
Okay, what happened on the bus happened when?
Ah, that's right. And then boss, when I was walking better, then went to town,
In San Antonio?
San Antonio.
This was after the war.
Yeah,
It's in the
after
hospital.
when I was in the hospital, but I mean, I went to town. I was okay then.
Uh-huh.
And one time, got on the bus, and then a lady, colored lady, went in the bus. He sat close to me in front of the bus, and then the driver said, "You go to the back. You know where you belong. You belong in the back." I said, "No."
He told the lady that.
Yeah. He said, when I got 3 sons working, I mean, right in the front. When they come back, then I go back.
It's emotional.
Yeah.
She wouldn't sit on the back until she said her sons would come back from the war.
Because they used to drive us back the bus.
And although that, you know, that the colored people had all this discrimination, you never felt it. You were never discriminated against.
No, we never. We used to talk to the colored people there. I mean, colored boys, and when we were in the hospital, we got together and talk. We never discriminated nobody.
But you,
Yeah.
as a Latino, did you ever feel left out?
Yeah.
Hmm?
When were the times that you felt left out?
Left out. Oh, here.
When you came back home?
Yeah.
But not over there.
Not over there. Because the government treat you, everybody's the same. And nowadays treat you better. Better, I guess.
I've read some books where they say that, everybody got this big welcome when they got home from the war, but the Latinos were kind of, the Mexicanos were kind of in the shadow. Like they didn't feel that they got the warm welcome that everybody else got. Did you feel that way too?
Yeah.
Were there a lot of people that had fought in your hometown?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Do you remember if your city did anything for them when they came home?
No, nobody.
Um,
When you were out in the front and when you came home, was religion a big part of your life?
Yeah.
Was it a big part of other soldiers? Is that something they talked about?
Well, we used to have church over there when we were back the line, back resting.
Mm-hmm. You would go to church?
Yeah, we used to go.
What kind of a church was it?
It was what we were used to. See, like in Italy, there are a lot of Catholic church only. So we used to go to.
And everybody would go? All the different...
No, some of them did something.
Was it mostly Mexicanos?
Well, no, they can't mean American too.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel that...
We used to have services before we went to the front lines.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, every time.
They would come and what would they do? You would go to services or they would come?
They come over there. They come where we were stationed.
Mm-hmm. And what?
Just to come and give a service for everybody.
all denominations.
Yeah, all denominations.
And what would they do?
We pray and everything. Then, and when we were stationed in the back to the lines, they used to when they fed us good meal, we knew they were going to the front lines.
That's how
They didn't let us know, but we knew.
When you got the good meal, that's how you knew you were going.
It could have been your last meal.
Yeah, it was but 6 o'clock or 7. It was a good meal, and they didn't tell us nothing. So later on, about 12 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock at night, they tell us, "Okay, turn them over. We were going to the front."
How far away was the front from where you would rest?
About 100 miles, something like that. About 100 miles.
And how would you get there?
Well, we used to in tanks or trucks or whatever.
So
I one time when we were in Italy, we were surrounded by the Germans, So we lost tanks and trucks and everything there. You had to get out because it was around us, the Germans.
How did you get out?
There were just one. They used to call it Catherine Pass. We went to there. It was the only way to get out.
So when they would serve you the good meal, would you guys get nervous?
No, nobody was afraid of them.
You were ready to go back?
Yeah.
How long were you out on the front line before you would go rest?
2 weeks in front lines and 1 week rest.
Then you would go back.
Every 2 weeks, 1 week in rest camp and 2 weeks in front. And that time that we lost a lot of tanks and trucks and everything, we were surrounded. We went back 200 miles, back the lines. And every after like at noon when we were eating, you had to go get in line, and the Germans came in there and strafed us with machine guns.
While you were eating?
Yeah, we were about 200 miles away from front line. Still, they came. The German planes came in there.
Were there things that you had heard about the Germans? I mean, when you would talk about the Germans, how would you talk about them?
Well, the first one came back from the war, I didn't like the Germans.
When you came back?
Yeah.
What did you think about them before you left?
Before? Well, I didn't know them before.
So fighting kind of gave you like a negative picture of them. What about the Japanese?
But I don't know. I didn't go there.
No. Was that would a lot of people talk about that during the war? How they didn't like the Germans?
Yeah, there were a lot of them.
Was there any time that you had to go? Were you always fighting on land, like in the middle of nowhere, or would sometimes you go into cities?
Yes, in cities, yes.
You would go into cities? Would you see a lot of families that weren't?
Oh, yeah, a lot of. Well, most of the time when we went to town, because we used to fight and get it. When we used to fight, like over here in Mexicanos, and then the Germans went out. There were a lot of people that they have to go to the mountains, civilian people. So, one time we were in a house, big house, and the Germans were in the cellar, and we were in the top floor.
Did you go down to the cellar?
No, well, we put some grenades, we'll kill him. He took it. We killed a lot of Germans. They were in the cellar.
Were there any times when people other than soldiers were hurt, like families? And
Yeah, what?
were there other times when other people were hurt, like, families?
No, I don't see nobody
No.
got hurt. Not civilian people, no.
How did you feel about the Germans that weren't fighting? Like the mothers and the children. Did you kind of feel the same way? Did you think that all the Germans were the same?
No, I don't think so.
Do you remember where you were when you found out that Hitler killed himself?
But I guess it was in the hospital. Except the war, and after the war, I was in San Antonio.
Did you know during the war, did you know what Hitler was doing?
Yeah, I knew.
Is that something that, did you know other people? Because I know there were some people who got to see, like, where he would take, how he would take the Jews and take them to a separate camp, and he would kill them. Did you all know that was going on?
Well, that time we didn't know. We didn't get any paper, anything. We didn't know the news exactly. We didn't know what was going on that time.
But you knew you were fighting.
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah.
later on, I mean, after all these things were recovered, all these documents, and you knew what was going on, I mean, when you found out things, did that make you feel any different?
You guess so, yeah.
Did you know any people, any mothers back in your hometown that, you know, didn't get to have their sons come home?
Yes.
Did you ever go visit them?
Sometimes, yes. I do. Oh. Look at el Fernando Pito. Oh.
Were there people that you knew?
Yeah.
Did that ever make you feel bad or lucky, I guess, that you got to come home and maybe somebody else didn't?
Well, sometimes I feel bad.
Were there times when you, I mean, when you were younger, that when it was real hard on you? Maybe harder than, I mean, other times?
What do you mean?
Como the way you felt.
Uh-huh.
I mean, were there times where you were just, you know, real aguitado for a long time or real sad for a while after the war?
Well, yes, sometimes indeed.
When you went to go see the other families, did they want to talk about the war? Did they want to know the things that happened? What were the things that they would talk to you about? Do you remember?
Something happened, not about war.
No. Do you have, I mean, now that, do you have any feelings about just war in general?
What do you mean?
Do you think that that's something that the United States shouldn't?
No, they shouldn't fight. Nobody should fight.
And you say that
War is, it's the God of hell. War is here.
I mean, you don't regret it, but oh, and you said that you wanted to go back.
Yeah.
After you were wounded, you wanted to go back, but they didn't let you go back.
Yeah.
After all that you had been through, and after getting hurt, you know, and after having to kill people and see your friends, why would you want to go back?
But I get because I like the places over there.
It was just to travel.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to say before we wrap this up?
Well,
I don't remember.
well, you were proud to go into the country, but
Yeah.
you had to go through, huh?
你拍完一个波特了的。Is there anything else you remember that he would tell you? I mean, like you say, there are just days that he just wants to talk, and
Yeah. Sometimes we be talk.
Well, you know, every time we went to the rest camp, we used to get a lot of shots. We didn't know what it was.
What they were for?
What they were for. We didn't.
you would just get shots.
A lot of shots, yeah. Both.
Maybe to relax you.
So I guess I get some of the shots were we won't be scared, something like
It's
that.
always at that.
Because nobody was scared and nobody got sick.
And did you all have medical supplies with you when you went out on the front?
Yes.
Like when a soldier was wounded.
In every company we had two medics. They can
Mm-hmm.
some shots or pills or something. But
So
every
when
company we had two.
so when somebody was wounded, they would come
Yes.
and help out. So you never did anything like that.
Well, when I was wounded, they dragged me to a dish, deep, very deep, and they put me there. And then the medic came in. A holler, medic, and then
You said you were thrown.
yeah, they were thrown. But I mean, yeah, one of those shells hit me close to where I was. It was thrown way over there. And then one guy took me to the canal. It was like big canal, very deep. And then they put some powder. I don't know what it was. I remember. And gave me some pills for the pain. And then from there, they were no way. They took us for 2 men came there with pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
Take me to the back. But 5 miles, they had to walk. Take me. Not even me. There were a lot of guys wounded. And they took us for the jeeps. And then from there, it took us about 5 miles to the back front.
In the middle of all that fighting?
Yes.
How long do you think? How long was it between the time that you were hit and the time that you got to the?
Well,
To the
I was.
test.
It was. It was 5 o'clock, but it was dark, very dark. So I stayed there, wounded. I stayed about 5 more hours. It was in the morning they took me. Wasn't I was hit by 5 o'clock
In the afternoon.
in the afternoon, and then at 6 o'clock in the morning they took me into the back, and it was a hospital, but it was tent hospital, big tent. So they were chilling, not in the hospital, but I mean, there were a lot of shells going on top of the hospital.
You could still hear it
Oh yes,
from inside.
yeah. And then there were a lot of trucks, the colored boys used to. They were that time the color people, they were not fighting. Just no, like they were drivers. They put in the truck. Those in the truck there, because back the lines, about 15, 20 miles, like really lines, run lines.
How long did you stay in the tent before you went to San Antonio?
Well, San Antonio went a long time because I was in Naples in Italy, and then stayed there about 2 weeks. Then shipped me to South Carolina or North
Carolina.
And they came to Tendon.
How long were you in North Carolina?
3-4 days, but
Okay. You were just there waiting
yeah.
to be. Did they send you to San Antonio because it was closer to your
Yes.
home?
Yeah.
Oh. When you were in San Antonio, was the recovering hard from there? Was it very painful? Or the pain was mostly in the beginning when you got shot?
Just in the beginning. Well, I used to get penicillin every 3 hours for my infection, I guess. I don't know. Or about 6 months to get tufts every 3 hours, day and night.
You met him short after, right, Mrs. Longoria? Right after he came back, more or less, is when you met him.
Yeah, because he's discharged in 1946, and they met him in February 1947.
When exactly did you know? When did you know that he was going to be the one that you were married? Right away? No?
Not really.
What was he like back then?
Well, you were sort of shy there, but
Yeah.
yeah, he kept a lot to himself. Very quiet. But I guess the force I've made him, or talkative and yeah. In fact, I think I'm the one that pushes him because otherwise he would just sit there and doze off because he does lose sleep during the night. But especially now that we're both retired, come on, let's go to the mall or let's go here or there. So we're always on the go.
You guys like to go dancing a lot.
Sometimes yes. But with age, his leg is worse now. He keep bending, and there's nothing they can do for him. Yeah.
Your 50th ceremony was very, very beautiful. The church, the mass, everything was beautiful. When you were going into the church, did that bring back any memories for you? The first times?
Yes. And then it felt so good to have all our families and friends there. It does make you think about, but it seems like only yesterday. It's 50 years, but it only seems like yesterday.
Was your wedding a big wedding the first time you got married?
No. We had a church wedding. We got married at Sacred Heart.
7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, at that time.
They used to.
Yeah, at that time, that's when they had the weddings in the morning, and it was just a reception at my parents' house. No big wedding,
Cake.
but we've lived a very happy life.
Very lucky to have each other.
Yes. And like I say, we do talk about, because I like to know, but we've never gotten to sit down and record it. And we've always said, I want you to record this. So when he's gone, the kids will know more about it.
It's very interesting to know, but at the same time,
It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad. And for him, he does get emotional sometimes, like a while ago.
Yeah.
At one part. Because nobody knows but the person that was up there in the front line.
And even like that, I guess if he told, we listen to it, it's not the same. We can never know exactly, we could picture it, but until you're there.
Yeah. Yeah. But he's very lucky that he made it back. Even though he spent a year in the hospital.
But I guess everything fell into place.
Yes. No.
You came back and you recovered.
Got married and
Then you got married and raised
a family.
a very successful family.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing very well. Can you have how many grandchildren?
6.
6 beautiful grandchildren.
Yeah.
And they're very lucky to have him as a grandfather and to be able to know what that was like. That was a long time ago, and it was a very important part of our history.
Yeah. And when our grandson volunteered to go to the Marines, he would talk to him. And he says, well, our sons didn't go, but now my grandchildren are born.
Is that something that makes you proud?
Yes. And it's already been a year that he's being Marines. And now they have an advantage, right? Beto, he just went to the 10th grade. Juelito, he graduated from high school. And that's the reason why he went into the Marines, because he wants to go to college. So we believe in them getting a higher education.
I want to thank you both for sharing this part of your life with me. I understand that it can be hard. And I thank you very, very much. Is there anything else you would like to add before?
I remember, hadn't
He was kind of reluctant at first, you know.
Yeah, I understand. There's a lot of people who we've contacted who've, it's very hard for people to talk about it, and it's not easy.
No, not very easy.
But as soon as I get back, this is something that I will make a copy of, and I will bring back to your family, and I will let you know what's going on. That way, that's something that you can have with you.
That's
A gift.
Yeah, we'll appreciate.
A very beautiful gift that you'll be able to give to your grandchildren.
I'm sure that there were a lot of other things that he could have talked about, but
Sometimes
you
I
get
don't
nervous.
remember. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe later on I remember something else. Right now, that's all I remember.
It comes back in
It comes and goes.
in little pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's no wonder, after
So many.
all he went through, and it's been a long time out. So
I guess there's sometimes things that you want to forget. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Stop.
Put it on lock. Time goes on. I mean, the war was 50 years ago. Yeah. And it's just a shame that apenas they're doing this, and that it wasn't done sooner. And so that's why we're, trying to get this done.
sí, porque todos los de World War II, como Beto, aquí se irían.
We're getting old.
We don't want time to go on and never get to learn about about these people who played a real big part in the war. Yeah. A lot of Latinos went to war who had just maybe also come over from Mexico, who felt, like, well, should I go? And they went, and then they came back, and then they were expecting, things to change, and a lot of things didn't change, They weren't treated like the heroes that they should have been.
Well, my mother, she had 5 sons in the service at one time during World War II. Te digo yo, but that's when you were very young.
But it's a flattering picture. It's something to be very proud of.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we use more.
Yeah, that you use more.
Yeah.
It looks real nice in the big car.